And welcome to our meteorology segment. We're going to be talking climate. We're going to be talking carbon sequestration. We're going to mention Scope X. We'll say stuff to anger everybody, perhaps, on this video, so strap in. We're looking at lightning here on the NASA GOES lightning mapper. Quite a bit of lightning here, mainly east of the Mississippi. Places like Wisconsin and Mississippi and Georgia, as well as North Carolina, seeing some lightning. Some concentrated lightning here in Mexico as well. Here's a real-time lightning map. By the way, we did stream this video live to twitch.tv/smAsho. If you're watching anyplace else, make sure you watch our videos on YouTube, youtube.com/smAsho. If you're watching anyplace besides YouTube, you're missing like 80% of our content. Some quite active thunderstorms up here. In some pretty unpopulated zones, it looks like. Quite a lightning storm over this lake. I can't even read the name of it. Mile Lacs Lake. Yowzers. Looks like quite a swampy region there. The land of 10 trillion lakes. Hey, Duluth, get out and look to your south. There's some spectacular light shows going on. Take some videos of the cloud tops. You may see some things you weren't expecting up there. Anyway, zooming back out, there is your global lightning map from lightningmaps.org. It's where I go when I hear thunder. And let's check on snow depth as we've just crossed the midpoint of summer, folks. And since we know that Greenland is melting and that we're all very, very scared about it, we're scared and spooked, we're going to monitor some snow depth here. So check it out. All right, what do we got? Oh my God. 0 inches of snow. Look at that. That's the northern portion. Oh my God. 0 inches of snow there. I don't know why it keeps moving around on me. Only 0.1 inches. Oh my God. Greenland is melting and we're all going to die, folks. Now this part here has more than 5 meters, more than 5 meters, more than 5 meters right on the coast. Oh, look, Iceland. Only 169.3 inches there adjacent to the Gulf Stream. Let's go to the southern tip, just the tip. In fact, let's zoom way in. All right. Now, certainly we can find some... Oh, look, oh my God. Look at this area right here. 0 inches of snow, folks. Obama's house is going to be underwater in a matter of minutes. Out here in the ocean, 181.3 inches of snow. There's your snow report. Oh my God, Greenland is melting. And leave us a comment if you'd like to start a water company in Greenland or perhaps Antarctica. I would be interested in working for that company, yes. So here's the weather.gov map showing you warnings and so on, and all that orange area in the center of the country, that's all excessive heat warnings. Heat advisories, excessive heat watches are these dark areas. Click on your county if you need to. Again, it's at weather.gov. And let's take a look at sea surface temperature anomalies. Wow. The Northern Ocean looks very cold. Look at how hot the Arctic Ocean is. It must be melting. That's why it's anomalously cold. See all that blue? That's anomalous cold, folks. It must, oh my God, it must be melting. Oh my godness, good graciousness. By the way, this is from nullschool.net. That's sea surface temperature anomaly. Let's take a look at the jet streams here from this geographic North Polar view. And the jet streams are looking a little more coherent here. Let's take a look at the jets of the Eastern world. There are the Eastern world's jets. Significant low here right off the coast of Japan with some serious counterclockwise rotation. Also the jet stream blowing backwards across the Western Pacific and highly incoherent in the Northern Hemisphere. Here are surface winds. And the winds from that system off of Japan aren't all that strong. Perhaps creating some great surfing conditions. Strong winds here in the Southern Ocean continue, south of Australia. Here are surface winds of the Western world. And here are the jet streams. And once again, convective forces are in charge of most of the U.S. weather. The jet stream is staying north of the U.S. withholding cold air largely, although a little bit being injected down here into Illinois and Missouri and so on. Continuing on. And we are streaming live. Give it 1 minute. So, space.com wonders, can we stop the Earth from heating up? And the answer is no. Mankind is not capable of controlling the climate. The idea that he is an absolutely ridiculous and nonsensical lack of understanding of the physics. Earth's heat latency lies in the oceans. You can measure the atmosphere all day long. You won't know Earth's climate because Earth's heat latency lies in the oceans. Air heats up and cools down very quickly. Oceans take thousands of years to heat up and cool down. So the idea that carbon dioxide is even in control of the climate is complete nonsense. This is Earth. That's not the way it works. There is a greenhouse gas, though. It's called water vapor. It's very powerful. Have you ever noticed that it's warmer on cloudy nights? That's because the greenhouse gas is real on planet Earth when it comes to water vapor. So this idea of stratospheric aerosol injection is one of the dumbest ideas ever conceived by mankind. It's up there with carbon sequestration as an idiotic idea. Were you aware of 5 wild new ways to generate energy? Well, oilprice.com covered it. How about hemp-fueled power plants? That sounds nice. What about solar power from the moon? All right, sounds better than stratospheric aerosol injections and net zero emissions, which are a complete pipe dream and total nonsense. By the way, we don't even know what humans' contribution is to carbon dioxide. We don't know how much carbon is coming out of the ocean. We don't know how much carbon dioxide is coming out of undersea volcanoes, much less surface volcanoes. We don't know how much carbon you're exhaling. So wait to exhale. We don't know how many tires people are burning. Have you burned a tire today? Also, artificial blowholes using tidal energy to create electricity. What about Commonwealth fusion systems? What about lattice confinement fusion? Yes, lattice confinement fusion. I'm told by Robitaille that if we're able to harness that energy, it'll change the course of human history. Also, don't forget about algae biofuels. Those are very green, like literally very green. Anyway, the net zero narrative is riddled with holes. Mankind is not in control of the climate. Arrogant ignorance makes people think that mankind is in control of the climate. It simply isn't true. It's complete 100% utter and total nonsense. I'm going to let this article scroll as well, as it's talking about reason and rationale. Did you hear about the freak sandstorm in Utah? 22 vehicle pileup caused by the freak sandstorm. This Zero Hedge article reporting it. I definitely did not forecast a Utah sandstorm. Was not expecting that. So bad news on I-15 in Utah. Wanton destruction. Hopefully no loss of life occurred, as that sandstorm made for a bad day. Here's a U.S. Doppler radar map. And let me just check the life of the stream one more time here before we close things out. So there's a U.S. Doppler radar map. Some heavy rains there around the Great Lakes region. As well as stagnating here southeast of Houston. Here's what's going on in the cloud layer. It's the NASA GOES 3.9 nanometer radiation map, the shortwave radiation map, showing us where clouds are located when it's too dark to see them with the visible. Here's the water vapor map. And once again, these storms are being intensified by this cold air. Cold air is what makes for strong storms, folks. When cold air gets injected down here from Canada, and we get cold air striking places like Oklahoma, that's what causes tornadoes, not hot air. And leave us a comment if you feel like climate, quote, scientists, end quote, are blowing a lot of hot air. Carbon dioxide. It doesn't control the Earth's climate. It never has, at least over the last 600 million years. Deal with it. Here's the recap. U.S. Doppler radar map. Measuring vertical motion in the air column. Here's the shortwave radiation map, measuring the emissions from the 3.9 nanometers spectra, infrared radiation. Actually, it's microwave. And here is the water vapor map. This is the spectra from 6.19 nanometer radiation. And thanks for tuning in to today's Meteorology segment. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network. Least busted. Name and news.